What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Andrew's got these hung up, painted, all cleaned up, good to go. He's over there right now. We're working on a bracket to go from here over to here, it looks like, somewhere over here. Oh, also, I got this new thing. Watch this, ready? Boom! I got a new light. So hopefully you can see a little better. But yeah, what do you got going on? Oh, okay, just a little bracket there.
I'm going to cut it a little shorter so that way it comes underneath when we put that stud in.
Okay.
That stud goes from there to there. It's going to be something like that.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Awesome. Andrew also got some heat wrap, some reflective heat wrap, and he wrapped his coolant pipe with it because it's just close to the exhaust here. More stuff that came in. Oh, there's my old intercooler that Andrew has now. We also got down here in this nice box, we got a wastegate and blow-off valve from On3 Performance. That's the turbo we have. That's something that I just got too, but you guys are going to have to wait to see that. Do another update video on the truck. Also, what came today, yeah, that's right, Andrew got a new exhaust for his truck. I'm not sure what kind of one it is.
It's an XR1.
It's an XR1? What do we got here?
And it's an XR1 race series muffler from Whirl Exhaust. It's a straight through 3-inch. Basically a glass pack on steroids.
It's going to be loud. That's what he's saying. Alright. Another thing too, you ordered a new throw bearing and
clutch.
And a new clutch?
Yep, factory replacement clutch. So
just OEM? Yeah. Hopefully it holds the power?
Performance, we're going to have to buy a new flywheel to go with it because the 12 inches too big.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. He's also got the plug wires, cap rotor, throttle body looks like it's back up on here. So we're going to put the wastegate right here probably, but we don't have any pipe to just jump it off there, like an inch, not even. So right now we're working on the stud in the bottom of this, the bracket. I'm back there cutting pies from 3-inch so we can do a little bit of bending. And we're just going to work on the downpipe for now. And get that turbo mounted pretty solidly. This weekend, hopefully, everything's going to be in for the transmission. We'll put the new clutch in it, the transmission back in it. After we put the throw bearing in it, we'll put that back in the truck. And then hopefully we can fire it up to clean out the pipes before we mount the turbo permanently. And I think we're also going to header wrap, like titanium wrap, pretty much the whole kit, just to keep the heat in the engine bay down. So I don't know, we'll throw up some time lapses here and just get to work. Let's see what we got here.
Right there, bro.
Beauty. Yeah, we'll just clean this corner up, clean the bottom corner up. It's perfect. So when you put that bolt in, you're just going to flex it up just a tad. Be perfect. So the reason why we're doing this is because the exhaust comes out away. We're going to have a wastegate hanging off of this. We're going to have the turbo hanging off of this. It's going to be lots of force hanging and pulling off of this and pulling the motor this way. So we're just going to tie it up. Just help support it. Never be too safe, too careful. Alrighty guys, my battery's running low on the camera, so I haven't been recording too much, but I'll give you an update on what we got going here. So I made a few 3-inch pies here. We got a little bit of an angle, so pretty much turbo's sitting on a bit of an angle, so I just straightened that out, shot back. Andrew had some nice 3-inch 90s, and as you can see, we decided to go down through the frame. So we got a lot of room between the tire and the frame and the exhaust and everything down here. I'll get another view down here. So we got a ton of room. If we were going to sneak it between the frame and the motor, we were going to end up being close to the firewall, being close to the manifold. On these Magnum motors, he doesn't have a filter on it now, but that's where the oil filter is. So you got your manifold, and then you got your oil filter, and then the frame's right here. So there's not a ton of room. He didn't want to run into issues with excessive heat to the oil filter and to the firewall and just all of that stuff. Plus the motor jiggling around a little bit. We didn't want anything hitting the frame. So we decided to run it out. So we're keeping the stock flex plate. The clutch should be here Friday, hopefully. But we got this, another nice bend here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this down a little bit, but pretty much we're gonna have this bend right around here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come and we're gonna sneak back in along the inside of the frame here. The transmission in the frame above my face here. His muffler is gonna be up in here, and then out the side through the nice Corsa dual tips. So it looks pretty good here. So we got manifold, crossover, good flow up into the turbo, and then our exhaust out the back there. We got to do some more cutting and modifying on this, but step back and have a look, and I don't know, looks professional.
Looks pretty good. Once it's all wrapped up, it's gonna look awesome.
Oh yeah. So showed up to Andrew's house, and he says he's got something to show me, and then he just says crawl underneath the truck. So here I am, and ooh, there's what we got. Nice, lovely. That's Centerforce 12-inch single. What'd you have in it before?
11.
11-inch. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So I think he's just cleaning up the transmission right now, and then we're gonna throw it back in. Throw his drive shaft back in, and we'll be good to fire it up to make sure that the oil feed line, we're just going to run it into the top of the cover here, make sure it's actually feeding, and make sure we blow out. We'll take the turbo off, and we're just going to blow out the manifolds and the Y pipe, make sure there's no crap in there because we don't want that going through the turbo. And then we'll probably wrap it all if we don't find any leaks or anything like that. So Andrew's just got the wire wheel going here, and we'll just start tinkering with some stuff.
Alright, we've got a transmission ready to go in. The clutch is on. New throw bearing in the center here, and the new seal inside and at the back. And she's ready to go back in and get her back on the ground and rolling.
Yeah, we got to get it slid up and then put the jack under it.
Alright, that's sitting on you.
Oh, yeah. Abs of steel.
Down.
What?
Just your hitting the floor.
Oh. How you doing?
You're gonna have to go up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to come back down for a sec. Alright, so let's try and 3, 2, 1 this.
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1 this. See the GoPro fell over. Okay, how's it going? So right now I got the transmission laying on top of me, and I'm being a human jack stand, or transmission jack. So right now we're looking to line up these splines with the splines in this. Or it's just being a pain. So we'll get this figured out quickly. I need someone better to set my damn camera. This is funny. Good? Yep. Alright. So what we're thinking here is, since we have this blocked up because the motor was leaning backwards when we were building the turbo kit, and that would affect where the pipe goes and like our clearances by the frame and all that other stuff. So we put this block under here to lift the motor up to the proper spot. I think we lifted it just a little bit too far. So now we gotta lower it back down just a little bit to get everything lined up, or at least make it easier for us to line it up. So that's where we're at now. Andrew's just throwing a pry bar on the motor so I can pull this piece of wood out. Want me to, I'm pulling it all the way out?
Pull the bottom piece out.
Just the little bottom piece? There, so I pulled that little shim out, set it back on there, and now we'll try this again. Alright, I got it. So if you want to get comfortable, you good there?
Yep.
Okay, ready? Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, we line up your dowels.
Just looking, I gotta shuffle up a bit. Yeah, push it in. There you go. Yep.
To the back of the motor.
Yep, it's in the back of the motor.
All the way?
All the way. Push right up to the dowel. I got it with my knee.
We might have to put that.
Alright guys, we're good. So there we go. We're up tight to the motor up here. Well, almost. We got like, yeah, time we push it in, put the bolts in, we'll be good. And then we can get this out of here. And we got to get the cross member in behind. And then the shifter linkage up top here.
Yeah, we'll have transmission in. We can test the clutch. See if it pumps up good. See how hard it's going to be pumped up compared to the old one. And hopefully put the drive shaft in and maybe drive it out. It's kind of snowing out right now, so I don't really want to get it too covered in snow.